What's up, y'all? It's your girl T. Louise, and you are tuned in to Twisted 20s. Today's podcast is sponsored by Team Grip, a team dedicated to helping others achieve success because together, everyone achieves more with greatness residing in Pips. Shout out to my brother Antonio Forex on the gram for giving me the chance to chase after my dreams again. What's up, y'all? It's your girl T. Louise. Welcome back to Twisted 20s. We is back in this thing, y'all. Let me tell y'all. Y'all know every podcast episode is solely based on things that I am currently going on. That is currently going on or that I am currently struggling with in my life. And so these past few weeks, I'll say this past month or so, I have really just been going through this phase of saying, oh, well, what's for me is for me. And don't get me wrong, what's for you is for you. But this is the thing. You cannot get what's for you if you put no action behind anything. So I feel like for the past few weeks or this past month or so, I've just been talking about it, but I haven't been putting any action behind actually getting to point B, to point C, to point D. And it's just like, I know that God wants to bless me. He wants to open up doors for me, but there are things that I have to let go. There are things that I have to shed. There are people that I have to let go of. There are habits that I have to let go of. And there are things that I have to do to show him that, hey, I'm ready. And I don't feel like I've been doing that. So we're going to go ahead and get into today's podcast episode right about now. All right, y'all. So like I said in my intro, these past few weeks have been very life-changing, changing my mindset. I recently went to an event in Houston with my brother. And when I say completely life-changing, the things that I heard, the stories that were shared, everything just altered my mindset. So initially after the event, I was very motivated. I was like, oh, when I get home, I'm going to do this, and yada, yada, yada. I was just talking the talk, okay? I didn't put no action behind none of that. No action behind nothing that I was talking about. And so I just started thinking to myself, and I'm like, well, I sure am talking a good game. I'm mapping out plans. I'm like, oh, well, I'm finna do this. I got this idea, and I think we should do this. And it's just like I wasn't putting any action behind what I wanted to do or what I feel that God has placed on my heart to do at the moment. And so, of course, ultimately, I was tired of doing hair. I know on my last podcast episode, I said, I'm a hairstylist now, y'all. I am not a hairstylist, okay? I do this for fun. This is a temporary thing. I'm not going to even call myself a hairstylist. This is not something that I want to make a career out of. And so this is temporary, but honestly, y'all, I am getting sick and tired of it. I'm tired of standing up on my feet day in and day out. I've had some people complain. I've had some people not want to pay me. I've had people who send their deposits but don't show up. And so it's just been very discouraging along the path of why I'm doing hair at the moment. And so I just told God, I was like, God, I'm tired of doing hair. I can't do this no more. I can't do this situation. It's not, I'm broke. Every time I get money, I got to pay booth rent, or every time I get money, I got to get hair. And so I'm just like, okay, I need something else. Like, this is not what I want to do. How can I get back to doing what I want to do? My passions, Passion to Paper, Major Comeback, this podcast. I'm like, I want to be able to do these things. And I know that what I'm doing right now is not what I want to do, and it's not my passion. So fast forward, after all of that, I done prayed, I done talked to God. I'm like, God, I'm tired of doing this. I don't want to do this no more. Mind you now, I had 2 other chances to join this platform to learn how to trade foreign exchange. My brother, he told me about it 2 times. My boyfriend had already joined. I was being real hesitant about it. I was like, oh well, I ain't got the money. When I get the money, I'll do it. So when we got that second stimmy check, I literally paid all my bills. I didn't even sign up. Fast forward, I'm still complaining. Lord, I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of doing this. Okay. Fast forward, we got the last stimulus check we got. I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna join this platform. I'm gonna learn how to trade foreign exchange because I am literally tired of doing what I'm doing. And so I signed up. Since I signed up, I have literally made my investment back. I have went to one conference. I'm actually going to another one here next month. So it's been so many things that's happened since I signed up for the academy. Um, and it's just been life changing. So when I say there's a difference between talking the talk and walking the walk, okay? Because when you talk the talk, you just talking, you're not doing nothing, you just talking about what you gonna do. But when you walk the walk, you talk and you be about it. Or on the other hand, you don't talk about it, you just do it. And so that's kind of the mood I've been in right now. I'm just like, you know what? I'm making plans to myself. I'm writing down my goals. I'm writing down what it is that I want to do, and I do it. I'm on this podcast right now. Little do you know, both episodes, the episode 2 and 3 are being recorded in the same night. So it's up to me to choose and decide if I really want what I want out of life. And so I really just understood that, and I'm just like, yo, like I really want this. I want Twisted 20s to be the number one podcast on Apple. I want Twisted 20s to be the number one podcast on Spotify, like whatever platform it's on. And it's like, how can I get to that? How can I inspire people? How can I motivate people if I'm not consistent with it? So that's why I said, if you are not putting any action behind what's for you, you're not gonna get what's for you. You still gonna be stuck in the same position. You're still gonna be stuck praying to God, oh God, I want this, I'm tired of this job, God bless me with another job. God, like, you ain't doing nothing to get what you want. You're not getting anything until you put forth action. Okay, I was gonna save this statement until my next breakdown, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You have got to put action behind faith, okay? Action behind faith. And once you put action behind the faith that God is going to give you what is for you, y'all, it's a game changer. It is a game changer. Like, you can go from broke, busted to $1,000. I know, because I was blessed enough by God. God places you in certain situations. He places you in certain areas around certain people for you to be blessed. And when I went to that conference, I was blessed because I put action behind what was for me. See, when you put action behind what's for you, there is no way that you can lose. And I'm just really starting to understand that. So when you are walking the walk, you are putting that action behind the faith of knowing that, yes, what's for me is for me, but I got to go out here and get it. I got to go out here and prove that I'm worthy. I got to go out here and prove that I want this. Because if I'm just sitting at home scrolling on Netflix all day, but I know I want to start my own business, I'm not making any sales in my business, or, oh, well, Twisted 20s didn't get this many streams, or yada, 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 whatever it is. If it's because I'm not doing anything. And to be honest with y'all, I started Major Comeback in 2019. There is no way that Major Comeback should not be a large brand at this moment. When I started Major Comeback, I was very inconsistent with it. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have anything in place on how to grow my brand. I wasn't really sure what my brand identity was. And I have literally taken a break. Right now, my focus is is this podcast, Passion to Paper, YouTube, and just growing growing my bank account, boo boo. growing that bank account. Growing that bank account. Okay, anyway, so scratch that. So yeah. And Major Comeback really should, I will speak it into existence. Major Comeback should have been $1 million company. Like, it's 2019, and I'm not saying that my story is any different from anybody else's, but I have been very transparent about what my story is. And when people hear my story, they're like, wow, you don't even look like what you've been through. Like, once again, y'all, I used to be homeless. If this is your first time ever listening to Twisted 20s, and you have not listened to season 1 or 2, I used to be homeless, sleeping in my car with my mom. Me and my mom both were sleeping in the car for, I don't even remember how many months at this time, but it was a while. It was cold. Y'all, I'm finna tell y'all a secret. Don't y'all tell nobody. Okay? Don't y'all tell nobody. I knew when me and my mama was sleeping in our car, the experience of that, it was life-changing. But when it got so bad where I had to use the bathroom outside, that's when I really realized that, yo, like, this is really bad. I used to be sleeping in my car. I had to use the bathroom outside. I had never used the bathroom outside like that before. We used to go to we would go to the gas station and use the bathroom in the morning, but I had to use the bathroom one night, and I had to use the bathroom outside. And that night, it really kind of, I guess you can say it really kind of made me a little depressed, because it was like, bro, like, we really living like this. Like, this is really my reality. And for a long time, I thought that that's all that I was going to have. And then life already had knocked me down. We homeless. Then my mama dies. Like, that really just sent me through the roof. I'm like, bro, what is going on? What is life? Like, I really thought that life just couldn't get any worse. I really had felt that way. And so I say all that to say, y'all, like, a podcast ain't over, okay? But I say all that to say, you really have to put in the work, because action without faith, you get nothing. You get nothing. Even if you have action and faith. No action and faith. You still get nothing. Because you have to put action plus the faith to get what is for you. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to talk about the mindset of what's for me. The what's for me mindset, okay? If you're going to have that what's for me mindset, I need you to put some action behind it. So yeah. So I told you guys that story because, once again, I'm always very transparent on my podcast. I have always been very, very transparent with you guys. And that story continues to remind me every single day why I need to go as hard as I need to go. Go after the things that I want out of life. But not only that, I feel that God has put these things on my heart and my mind for a reason. And I feel like it is for me. But in order to get what I need and to get whatever I want out of life, I have to get up and do it. For those of you who don't know, I am back in therapy. Once again, I encourage everybody listening to this podcast. If you feel that there is something going on with you and you can't understand why, I encourage you to go to therapy. I really and truly do. I've been in therapy since January after I had my mental breakdown, and it has literally been the best 5 months of my life. I feel so free. I'm starting to feel more free with my thoughts, and definitely all the trauma that I feel like that I have. Y'all, I miss my mama so much. I miss my mama so much. Like, I know this ain't got nothing to do with the podcast, but now I'm in my feelings. I truly feel that I did not appreciate her as much as I should have when she was here. And so I feel that I owe it to her to build the life that we always talked about, and the life that we always wanted for ourselves. And scratch that, the life that we deserve, okay? I don't know about y'all, but I don't feel like I deserve to be broke, busted, or disgusted. Okay, I feel like I deserve to live an upscale, bougie life where I can travel and make money all the time. And that's how I feel. Okay, I want to live in a nice home. I want to have a nice family. And I don't want my kids to be having to worry about mama living check to check, if the lights going to be on, what we going to eat today. I don't want to have no worries. And that is ultimately why I encourage you to seriously put action behind the things that it is that is for you. If you passionate about that business, find a way to get the money to start that business. I used to be that one person always saying, oh, well, I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the money to do that. My brother told me that what you should be saying is, how am I going to get the money to do that? So how are you going to get the money to start your business? How are you going to get the money to go on that trip? How are you going to get the money to go to school? How are you going to get the money to do what it is that you want to do out of life, or do in life, excuse me. So I'm just a girl with dreams. I'm just a girl who gonna reach those dreams. And I just encourage each and every single one of you guys to seriously walk the walk instead of talk the talk. Because yes, what's for you is for you, but you cannot get what's for you without action. So I encourage you to put action behind your faith. And with that being said, y'all, I love each and every single one of y'all. And like I say every single time on my podcast, I truly, 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 truly appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You guys do not understand how it feels to go into my podcast account and see how many people have listened to each episode. I don't care if it's just one person, 25 people, 56 people. I just appreciate you for having a listening ear to listen to my podcast and listen to what I got to say. It is truly appreciated. And I thank you, and I love each and every single one of y'all. Peace, love, and blessings. T. Louise.